All right, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all know how I be chopping it up, cooking the books, giving a whole new meaning to cooking the books. All right, so I want to talk with you guys a little bit about meditation, the importance of meditating. I meditate. I'm an avid meditator. I'm not a yogi. Don't practice yoga or anything like that, but I do believe in meditation and prayer. To me, they're one and the same. I've spoken with several people, and some people tell me they don't know how to meditate or it's difficult. And I agree. It takes practice, like anything in life, takes practice. But here's the thing. Meditation, if you know how to worry, you know how to meditate. And I'm sure you know how to worry, right? You worry about that bill. You worry about that, job security. You worry about your kids. You worry about everything in life. So if you know how to worry, you know how to meditate, because here's what I'm going to drop on you. Meditation or worrying is destructive meditation. Meditation is constructively worrying. I'll say it again. When you meditate, you are constructively worrying. That's meditation. When you are worrying, you're destructively meditating. So they're one and the same, just opposite. Think of a coin. You have heads and tails, but it's the same coin. So I that's how I like to look at meditation. Again, meditation is constructively worrying. Worrying is destructively meditating. Okay. So that's one. Two, if you're trying to just get into meditation and you're looking to just start, I would suggest you do something very simple. For me, I do an hour every day for the last 2 years now. I've been doing an hour every day for the last 2 years. And I'll spare you all the details, but it's just an amazing process, and watching the unfolding of it, it's amazing. But I will say, if you're a beginner, you're looking to get into meditation, start slow, right? I would suggest you take whenever you have time in the day. I prefer in the evenings, late at night. But the time is up to you, wherever you feel is convenient for you. But I would say you do something like take your stopwatch or a timer and give yourself maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Start even a minute, 60 seconds. I mean, wherever you want to start, wherever you feel comfortable, and start very slow. And I would suggest you do the affirmation. Start with a simple affirmation. In the book of Exodus, right? When God tells Moses to go tell Pharaoh to let his people go, Moses says, God, but if I go to these people, they're going to ask me who sent me. And God said, tell them, I am that I am. And I believe in the Hebrew, it's Asher, Esse, Asher. I'm not Hebrew, clearly you can see that, so forgive me if I chopped up the language, but it's something to that effect. I studied it some time ago. Asher, Esse, Asher. Something to that effect. And and again, it just means I am that I am. And the power of that, the power of using the I am affirmation. I is first person subject, right? You're talking about yourself, first person. You're in the first person. Am is the verb, is a participle of the verb to be. I am. Anything that follows I am, you're putting yourself in that state, right? You're putting yourself in that present tense state. Those are the two most powerful letters or words in the English lexicon, in this vocabulary that we use, this language that we use. I am. Anytime you use the word I am, what succeeds, what follows that, is the most powerful state that you can put yourself in. I am happy. I am successful. I am healthy. Whatever. You are putting your existence in that present sense and that present state. So I suggest, whatever you have that you want to attain, or whatever affirmation you want to use. I leave that as totally up to you. I'm not here to tell you exactly how to live your life. But using the I am affirmation is the most powerful affirmation that you can use in terms of a beginner. And as you begin to meditate and you begin to grow, you'll develop other techniques. You'll develop your own comfort zone. You'll find your own footing, so to speak, but you'll definitely begin to see your life unfold. You'll see your life begin to change. You'll see your evolution, okay? You'll see your growth, okay? You'll continue to see your psychological, your emotional, your spiritual. You'll see your overall self can begin to unfold, to manifest. Like, think of a caterpillar going through the process to becoming a butterfly, right? You'll begin to see your cocoon. You'll see yourself spreading your wings slowly and surely. So, you know, again, this is just something that I personally do, something I practice, a lifestyle that I just want to share with you guys. It's not ironclad. It's not, you know, you can take it, not take it. It's totally up to you. But this is just something I want to share with you guys. Meditation. And another thing, what's interesting, right? For depression, if you're depressed and you go to a doctor, they give you what's called serotonin reuptake, something like that. And that's just a medication to allow your pituitary glands to secrete serotonin. Because serotonin is pretty much the cause, or the lack of serotonin is the cause of depression. So behind depression is a lack of serotonin. So when you go to a doctor, they give you a serotonin reuptake, and it allows the brain, namely the I believe it's the pituitary glands, part of the endocrine system, to secrete this chemical that you need to balance your mood out. Because serotonin balances out your mood, make you feel overall healthy and well. But what's interesting is I like to play with words, right? I'm like a wordsmith. I love to look for patterns in words. So I play like word games in my mind, like anagrams. An anagram is where you take a word, you switch the letters, and rearrange the sequence of letters, and you get a different word, right? So I did that with, like, if you think of it, I don't believe in coincidences. I do not believe in coincidences. Now, I will use the word coincidence because I know I'm communicating with people who do believe in coincidences, but I don't personally. I don't believe it's a coincidence that the word meditation and medication, if you played with those words, if you rearrange the letters, but using an anagram, if you remove the C and the T, you switch the C and the T, you have the same word. If you medication, you remove the C and you place a T in there, you'll have meditation. So I don't think it's a coincidence that if you're depressed, they give you medication. But if you're aware of the science, then you'll understand that your depression doesn't need medication, it needs meditation. Because by meditating, you can unlock the chemicals, the desired chemicals needed to heal yourself. So if you can learn, for instance, if you're depressed, just using as an example, if you meditate on the affirmation, I am happy, and you do that for an infinite amount of time, whatever, years, months, weeks, whatever the case may be, whatever time it takes. I mean, at the end of the day, it's you, right? You're investing in yourself, right? So there is no time limit or time constraints. You're worth the time. So if you take the time to meditate on I am happy and actually put yourself in that resonance, I don't think you need medication. Because again, you take the C out, put the T in, medication, you got meditation. Now, I'm no doctor, and this is not, disclaimer, this is not telling you to ignore your doctor and take my advice. That's not what this is about. This is, again, just things for you to think about. Because when you take medicine, when you take medication as opposed to meditation, there are side effects. A lot of times they don't tell you, but there are side effects. And sometimes those side effects are maybe benign, or it could just be codependency, where if you don't have the medication, you're like 10 times worse than you were even before, right? So your depression becomes metastasized as a lack of the medication, because maybe your insurance policy doesn't cover it, or you ran out of money, whatever the case may be. So there's a codependency that's being developed psychologically, and that handicaps and restricts and restrains you. So you got to be, you know, that's what I'm saying. Meditation, there is no side effects, right? You're not going to get like, I mean, and then again, I wouldn't mind a side effect of being dependent on meditation. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a good side effect. All right. So just want to share that with you guys. You know, y'all be blessed, and y'all know what I'm going to be doing. Studying, chopping it up. Till next time.